Gina Carano says she can't find a gig. Former Mandalorian actor Gina Carano was recently interviewed by a Canadian conservative online news magazine called the Post Millennial. Never heard of it until the other day. The article reiterated many of the details from the lawsuit over her alleged firing from Disney, but she added that the incident has, quote, stuck to her, making it difficult for her to attract work or even find an agent. The former mixed martial arts fighter said, quote, "It's like I've been in this desert where I belong nowhere. I had my moment with the Daily Wire, but I don't work with them. I'm not employed by them. And so I feel like I'm sitting here in the desert just trying to stay positive and trying to rebuild, getting doors closed on me." She was dropped by her representation at UTA after her contract with Disney was not renewed, and recently was signed with a company called Straight Wire Entertainment. All right. First of all, the reason she's not getting work, I'm not even going to talk about what she tweeted, what everything specifically about what her issue was. First point, she's not a great actor. I
Correct.
hate to tell you, right? I mean, I remember going way back to when I was doing streaming Star Wars with David Amilati when the Mandalorian first hit.
Mm-hmm.
My first comment was she acted like a poor 1970s television actress. So that's number one. But it's all about being somebody people want to work with. She has made things difficult. She ignored what her boss asked her to do.
Right.
Nick, you or I, if our boss found our social media and said, "Listen, you got to cool it," that you do that, right? That's what you do.
That's
It's not about freedom of speech. That's just bullshit. She's made things difficult for her company. Disney does not want to make anything difficult. She's a PR nightmare, period. Plain and simple. She's not going to be hired. She's a PR nightmare because this story is going to follow her. It's not going to be about whatever project she's a part of. This story is going to follow her, and nobody wants that. She's aligning with a fringe portion of the population that's playing this persecuted white man and woman bullshit. That has to stop. Nobody is buying that card right now. They decided not to renew her contract, and they did so because of the fact that she's difficult to work with. Plain and simple. She's a lightning rod for controversy. She's not going to find work in anything other than some Ben Shapiro straight to video movie. So that's my take. I can calm down a little bit now.
I wish you had opinions on this. That would give us more to talk about. A couple of things at play here. First of all, and we've seen this many, many times with many, many celebrities and stars and actors, whoever, they do have freedom of speech. What they don't have is freedom from consequences of that speech. That's the way life works. You say something, you threaten the president, the Secret Service will investigate you. You're allowed to say it, but you're going to get your ass snuffed out because that's how it works. Not a great actress. Again, I agree with you. Stilted cardboard. One of my two favorite parts of this are, one, who is her champion in her corner? Elon Musk. How's that going to work out for you?
Right.
But also, I said this weeks ago when the story kind of came up, when the lawsuit came up. What better way to make the workplace awkward than to sue your way back into a job?
Right. Like, she's literally asking.
Hey, we've let you go. We don't want you here anymore. This isn't working. And then it's like when your sister, your parents make you and your sibling wear the same shirt because you can't stop fighting. So we're going to put you in the same shirt and you're going to learn how to figure it out.
I mean, the lawsuit literally asks for $70,000, which is less than a Donald Trump payoff, and it is asking to have her reinstated on the show.
Right?
Come on, what do you? That's not going to work out for anybody.
Fast forward to the end. This is like George Costanza refusing to leave after he's fired. Like, how great is that work environment going to be? If you're like, oh yeah, and she's here because, the lawsuit said she has to be here.
Right.
So
Gina, they took your stapler. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's time to move
on.
Back.
Let's try it again.